What is auditing? We've already done this last time. So let's guess this is the auditor's report. And this is the Big Four. And okay, this is our chapter 1 online. Okay, for chapter 1, we are going to talk about assurance services. And you need to know the definition. Okay, and next is attestation engagement. And the third one, there will be 3 forms of attestation engagement. And you have to know the difference between them. And then you will be able to explain why audits are demanded by society. And the next one is accounting profession's credibility crisis. And you must know the types of audits and auditors and the role of AICPA. Do you know what AICPA is? American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. Yeah, this is a very important organization for auditing profession. And then the last one is the regulatory process for the public accounting profession. And this is the outline for chapter 1. Okay, you will have to know all the topics. Okay, let's get started from the key terms. And the first one is assurance services. Okay, the definition is assurance services. They describe the broad range of information enhancement services, and the services are performed by a CPA, or what we call the certified public accountant. Okay, so the keyword there is enhancement. Okay, and assurance services are designed to enhance the degree of confidence in the information that is for the readers of their auditor's report. And there are 2 different types of services. The first one is what we call attestation service. Attestation service. And the purpose of attestation service is to increase the reliability of information. And the second type is other. So there are just 2 types. One is attestation, the other one is not other attestation. Okay, and other assurance services involve putting information in a form or context that help decision making. I think this is for managerial accounting side. This is for decision making, so they don't have to follow GAAP, follow IFRS. Okay. And the focus of this subject is on audit and assurance services that involve reliability enhancement. So reliability enhancement are the 2 keywords within the whole PPT. Okay, so in this PPT, you have to understand what are assurance services and the purpose of doing assurance services. Okay, so you have to summarize by yourself in your own textbook, notebook. So you see the 3 keywords: enhancement, confidence, and reliability. So CPA has to make the information, try to verify whether the information is reliable to increase the confidence of the readers. Okay, so am I speaking too fast, or the speed is okay? Speed is okay, or speak slowly? It's speed okay. Yeah, I try to make it slowly. Okay. So these subjects, we mainly focus on audit and assurance services that involve reliability enhancement. For decision making, that's another class topic for managerial accounting. Yeah. Okay, let's move to the next page. Okay, so we just say that there are 2 types of assurance services. One is attestation, the other one is other assurance services. Other assurance services include tax services. The first one is tax services. The second one is consulting services. And the third one is others. Yeah, others. Yeah, 3 types of other assurance services. And for the first one, tax services, you know, we all have to file tax returns. right? We all have to file tax returns, and CPA firms can help clients to prepare their tax returns. Yeah, so that is called the tax services, and that's for compliance to the tax law. And CPA firms can also do tax planning for the clients, like to help them to save tax payments in a legal way. Okay, so this is tax services. And the second one is consulting services. And for consulting services, CPA firms, they offer services to improve the effectiveness and efficiency of clients' business operations. So the focus here is to help them to make their operation more efficiently and more effectively. And the next one, sustainability related services. I think this one is getting more and more important in recent, maybe in this year, like a carbon dioxide audit, carbon dioxide emission audit for a product, for a department, or for the whole company. That's getting more and more important. So you can find on the website, there are many classes offering this kind of sustainability auditing for carbon dioxide emissions reduction programs. And there, the third one is others, like litigation support services regarding accounting issues, and fraud investigation services, and personal financial planning. These are all services that accounting firms can provide, except for assurance services like financial statement audit. So now, okay, so you know assurance service and other assurance services. Yeah, so other assurance services include tax services and consulting service and others. Yeah, okay, next one is attestation engagement. Okay, so what does attest mean? To attest to information means to provide assurance as to its reliability. So we keep saying reliability, so it's a very important keyword. Okay, attest to information means to provide assurance as to its reliability, to make sure the information provided is reliable. That means attestation. Okay, then in an attestation engagement, a CPA provides a report on subject matter or an assertion about that subject matter. So the question here is, what is the subject matter? What is the subject matter? Like the tag, what are you doing? See, like audit. Audit is the kind of attestation engagement. In auditing, you audit the financial statement of a company, right? The financial statement is the subject matter. Things you audit, it's easier to understand. Things you audit, yeah, every can refer to everything. Yeah, like a statement, like a supermarket asserts that their product is the cheapest in the town. That is the statement, and they can hire CPA firms to audit this for them. Then this is the subject matter. So for a financial statement audit, financial statements is the subject matter. And the subject matter is the responsibility of the client, not the CPAs. To make the reliable of the subject matter is the responsibility of the client, not CPAs. And this service represents a significant part of the assurance services provided by CPAs. This is their major things to do. Okay, so there are also 3 different forms of attestation engagement. Okay, the first one is examination. The second one is called a review. And the third one is agreeing upon procedures. Okay, this is the 3 forms of attestation services. Okay, and this chart shows the differences among the 3 forms of attestation. I will let you read before I talk. See, the first column is the type of engagement. We just said that there are 3 forms of attestation service. The first one is examination, the second one review, and third one agree upon procedures. And the second column is the level of assurance they can provide. And then the third column is the risk of material misstatement, the possibility of the risk. And then fourth column is nature of assurance in report, because they have to issue report after do this service. Okay, and the last column is the procedures CPA performed to finish this job. So have a read first to compare the differences. So everybody online still with me? Yes, okay. Okay, let's see the first one, examination. You can think it is our financial statement audit is a kind of examination, financial statement audit, okay? And examination provided the highest assurance, the highest level of assurance compared to review and agree upon procedures, okay? And after the financial statement have been audited, the risk of material misstatement is low. The risk still have some tiny risk, but the risk is low after examination. Okay, and after finish this service, auditors will provide a report. For financial statement audit, we call it auditor's report. And in auditor's report, you will see these 3 words, in our opinion. Definitely, you will see these 3 words. And do you still remember the 4 kinds of opinion for auditor's report? The 4 unqualified. Do you see the word unqualified? And then the second one is you can write in the chat. Write in the chat. What are the 4 types of opinions for auditor's report? Yes, that's one of them. Can you say from the best to the worst? The best to the worst, yeah. Adverse, and disclaimer, unqualified, or qualified, and then unqualified. So which one is the best opinion an auditor can offer? Yeah, unqualified. We say unqualified, right? Unqualified is the best. Yeah, and then qualified, then disclaimer and adverse. Adverse is you don't even think about to invest in the company. Yeah. Never think. Okay, so try to see the difference between these 4 opinions, and this is the report. This is the final product for studying this class. Yeah, for studying this subject. Okay, so 4 different types of opinions that auditors can provide. Okay, so for examination, the auditors will take procedures. They will select from all available procedures, and that procedures may combine or combine that. Okay, I just read this. Select from all available procedures. Those procedures should be very strange. Select from all available procedures. Any combination that can limit a test to a. Okay, I think they are going to choose from all available procedures that can limit attestation risk to a low level. Yeah. Not like that. They will select from all available procedures that can limit attestation risk to a low level because after examination, the risk of material misstatement should be low. Yeah. And this service provides the highest assurance. Okay, the second one is review. Okay, then review provides a moderate level of assurance compared to examination. Okay, and after the CPAs do the review, they will provide a report. The report will be like that. We are not aware of any material modifications that should be made. Not material, not aware. That doesn't mean there's no. So can you see the difference? See the first one for examination, the CPA will say, in our opinion, the financial statement are fairly represented the company's operations. But for review, they said we are not aware of, but doesn't mean there's none. Okay, that's a difference. Okay, so their procedures generally limited to inquiry and analytical procedures. They just ask inquiry, ask the management, and do some analytical procedures. They don't take samples, just like examination do. So that's review, okay? Then the last one is agreed upon procedures. So this one is just a summary of findings. Just summary of findings, and the procedures they take is based on the agreement between the client and the CPAs. So that's why we called it agreed upon procedures. And their report will include a summary of procedures followed and findings. Just tell you what they have done and what they have found. Okay, so these are the 3 forms of attestation services CPA can provide. Okay, the star sets referred to as an audit when the subject matter is a historical financial statement. We will call it an audit. When the subject matter is financial statements, we will call it an audit. Okay, next one. Okay. Another term, suitable criteria. Okay, I think we will say what is suitable criteria first before this graph. So what is suitable criteria? That means standards. That means just standards. Suitable criteria is a standard. The standard can be established by or developed by a group of experts. Like when the auditors are doing internal control audit, they have to follow some kind of standards. When the financial statement audit, the CPAs has to follow, like in the United States, they have to follow GAAP. Yeah, in the other countries, they have to follow IFRS. How about in your country? IFRS, okay, good. So this is a suitable criteria. I think we want to see this one. Okay, so this is a financial statement audit. Okay, so the management prepares financial statements, and then they ask a CPA firm to audit the financial statements for them to determine whether the statements are fairly presented. And the auditors will gather evidence for, like in examination, they were sample. Yeah, so they gather evidence and they follow the criteria. In the United States, it's GAAP. In your country, it's IFRS. Yes, okay. And after They gathered all kinds of evidence and evaluate it. They will issue a report, an auditor's report. Like